This is Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, your locally owned Arkansas alumni-run Razorback headquarters. Find Nike, Champion, Tommy Bahama, Comfort Wash, and more. The largest selection of Razorback gear south of the North Pole. Visit 989 South Razorback Road or shop anytime at shoponrazorback.com.
Billy Richmond to the other end, a duck and a foul.
Hog Reaction is also presented by Sawyer Sunrooms and more. When you want to expand your outdoor space and think you can't afford it, give Buzz at Sawyer's a call. Locally owned and making quality affordable since 1990. Sunrooms, patio covers, concrete, and more. Sawyers-sunrooms.com. Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Real Texas barbecue. Brisket, ribs, and sausage smoked slow, served fast. Swing by Rudy's in Fayetteville and taste the tradition. Rudy's Barbecue. Real barbecue. Real good. This is Hog Reaction.
99-84, the final score. Arkansas handles business tonight against the Texas A&M team that was, well, a little bit overmatched. Denver Bill making his Hog Reaction debut late into the night. Bill, I'm sure that this was on your bucket list of things to do on a Wednesday night, is to do a Hog Reaction with me after the Texas A&M game.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to be awake at 11 o'clock at night.
It is a little bit past our bedtime. Glad you're with us here on Hog Reaction. If you want to get in, it's 877-377-6963. We've got a ton to do, including flowers for Ewan. We still got issues with Pringle, but overall, Arkansas moving to 11-4 in the league. They are now just 2 games behind Florida. They'll face Florida on Friday. We're going to talk about that as well. We've got so much to get to. Glad you are here. If you'd want to watch us on the YouTubes, we're there as well. We're on X and Twitch and a whole bunch of other places that I don't understand. And frankly, I don't understand why you would want to see this anyway. We just prefer that you sit back and listen. Again, if you want to participate, it's 877-377-6963. When we come back, we're going to open up the phone lines. We're going to talk about all of this tonight. You are listening to Hog Reaction on ESPN Arkansas.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, Sawyer Sunrooms and more, and by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyers. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out, sawyers-sunrooms.com.
Game day, work day, or any day, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue has you covered with 100% oak smoked meats served by weight so you get exactly what you want. Hosting a crew, Rudy's group meals are perfect for parties, office lunches, or tailgates. 3 meats, 3 sides, all the fixings, and yes, even a tablecloth. And don't forget breakfast tacos every morning until 10 a.m. Made to order, or they've got grab and go for the whole team. Visit Rudy's at 4084 MLK Jr. Boulevard in Fayetteville. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, smoking good every time. Don't let your game go downhill this winter. We know it's hard to get your swings in, but Birdie and Brews has the answer with the Weekday Warrior membership. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., members get bay rentals for $20 an hour, plus 30 minutes on the virtual PuttView putting green per day to dial in your short game during those hours. Call 479-439-0848 or birdieandbrews.com for details, practice, play, and catch the game with great food and cold drinks. Birdie and Brews, putter in hand, beer on demand.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LindberghTeam.com, LIMBIRD.
20 years strong and still cheering on our Hogs. Signature Bank of Arkansas is your hometown team when it comes to banking. Whether you're running a small business, buying your first home, or raising the next generation of Hog fans, we've got your back. With local decisions, personalized service, and smart financial tools for every stage of life.
I'm going to be an MVP.
That includes young investor accounts perfect for future MVP. Signature Bank, strengthening connections through every interaction. Visit Signature Bank and let's win together. Signature Bank of Arkansas is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
When you're ready to ask the question that changes everything, let Swift's Jewelry help you find the ring that says it all. From dazzling diamonds to custom designs that are uniquely yours, Swift's has been creating unforgettable engagements since 1956. Our expert jewelers will guide you through every step of the way so that you can focus on the yes. Swift's Jewelry, your personal jeweler since 1956, in beautiful downtown Fayetteville, where your forever begins.
Start the year strong with New Holland 300 Series compact track loaders from WT Equipment. Enjoy outstanding comfort, class-leading visibility, and best-in-class boom geometry for exceptional lift and reach. With fuel-efficient models from 60 to 90 horsepower and a wide range of attachments, the 300 Series CTLs are ready for whatever the job and the year throws at you. See the New Holland 300 Series compact track loaders today at WT Equipment in Springdale. WT Equipment. Equip your future, elevate your potential.
Hey, Razorback fans, rep your favorite team on and off the court with the best gear from Alumni Hall. Shop the largest and best collection of officially licensed Arkansas Razorback products, apparel, hats, Yeti, gifts, 2 for $38 champion tees, and more. Pop into our store at College Marketplace and shop alumnihall.com. Download the app. You'll receive a $10 reward for every $150 you spend, so shop Alumni Hall today and get game day ready. Go Hogs!
At Mach 1 Financial Group, we develop personalized income strategies to help families plan for retirement and manage their resources effectively. Our goal is to support informed decisions so families can work toward maintaining their lifestyle and having the resources they need to retire how they want to. For investment guidance and retirement planning, visit Mach1FG.com. Mach 1 Financial Group, LLC is a registered investment advisor located in Rogers, Arkansas. A copy of Mach 1's current written disclosure brochure is available through the SEC website and at disclosures.mach1fg.com.
Just weak. I mean, weak. The SEC.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
I'm ready to go to the Final Four.
All the Hog Reaction is brought to you by Sawyer Sunrooms and more.
I've been riding with them. I've been putting my money on them.
Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
It's Fugazi. Fugazi.
This is Hog Reaction.
Arkansas a winner tonight. Big win, 99-84 over Texas A&M to move to 11-4 in the league. If you want to hop in on the show, it's 877-377-6963. And I cannot think of a better place to start than in Tupelo, Mississippi, with the Honorable Bishop Reverend Dr. Coach Brother Pastor Tanner. He says, I hate to say it, but I sure loved watching the Texas A&M press conference, the Texas A&M press all game. Nolan would be proud. Go Hogs, suck it, Aggies. And Bill, I don't know how you felt about it, but I felt like from the get-go, Texas A&M was overmatched, and the game plan trying to speed this team up, especially with elite-level guards, was going to lead to some easy baskets. The only way you were going to counter that is if you knock down your shots, and A&M could not. I think at one point, I think they right around 33% from beyond the arc, and that's their game. They press, they shoot a lot of threes, they try to get multiple possessions. A&M was just overmatched all game long. Their bigs weren't good. Arkansas struggles with good bigs. Texas A&M didn't have them.
No, this game you know what? This is a Cal team, like what he did the last few years at Kentucky. We got a couple of the best players on the planet. I don't know how good we actually are.
I think I think with the right matchups, and look, the tournament's all about matchups. Teams that have elite level bigs are going to give them problems, and they have. I mean, you can look at the losses and say, okay, the bigs there gave them issues. I think Hogwild Van Buren makes a good point here. He says tonight proves two things: Acuff is human, and Ewing is indeed better than Pringle. Hey, we kind of get after Ewing a little bit and Nick Pringle a little bit. Ewing tonight 6 out of 7 from the floor, 18 points, 9 boards. Would love to have seen him get a double-double. Played 34 minutes. He was very effective. Nick Pringle, 6 minutes, not a whole lot there. No points, no shots. He had 1 rebound. I think, I don't want to say lost cause, but I think Nick Pringle is sliding backwards on the bench. Ewan is starting to step forward. Those 2 guys contribute, Bill. I think Arkansas's got a chance to be representative, but I still think teams with elite level bigs are going to give them issues.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. And what sucks is Brazil is man, when he's on, when he's on, he's
a difference maker.
He's a force.
Sure.
But he's not big enough,
He's not wide enough. I mean, at 6'10", he's tall enough, but he's not wide enough to bang down low. Played 31 minutes tonight, 4 out of 6 from the floor, 14 points. You can work 14 and 8. All right, you can work with that. Balanced scoring across the score sheet. I mean, Thomas comes up with 13. Acuff was 1 for 10 in the first half. Some of that's probably fatigue. Some of that was A&M. I mean, give A&M credit. They slowed Arkansas down in the first half. For a while, at least the first couple of minutes. I mean, what Arkansas get off 1 for 9, and A&M was like 5 for 6 in the first couple. But then all of a sudden, the game shifted. Arkansas dominated the paint, 52 points in the paint tonight. That to me is everything you need. 4 3-point attempts in the second half for Arkansas. I think that's got to be a season low. I'd have to go back and double check that, but you didn't have to. You were getting point blank shots.
No, and when Darius finally turned it on, with about 15 to go.
Yeah.
Man, that dude is special.
He's an elite level guard. I mean, we were talking about it on the show today. I mean, the guy they've got coming in, Smith, they believe is a higher ranked guard. I mean, okay. Acuff he's doing a lot of things. The thing with the ankle at the end of the game, that's one of those things that tomorrow it's going to hurt, doesn't hurt tonight, but they've got to get him. They got to get him back, man. They got to get him back and going, and when he's healthy, he gives them a shot to beat absolutely anybody. Here's a text out of the 479 saying he thinks Pringle's hurt. Yeah, but Pringle's one of those guys that's just he's a riddle wrapped in a mystery. This is a guy that absolutely should be doing. I mean, he should be a contributor. I'm not saying he's an all SEC caliber player or anything, but this is a guy that should be contributing for you. And you're just getting nothing out of that. Absolutely nothing out of that position. Gilligan wants to know what time is Grill Bill tonight. No, we're not doing that today.
Yeah, no, we did that today.
Yeah, we've done that already. This is about tonight's game. There are so many different just ways to kind of poke and prod this game, and Arkansas is just more talented. You didn't shoot it great from beyond the arc. I mean, you were 4 out of 17, but you only took 4 in the second half. There were so many plays where they were just Arkansas was at the rim, and there was nothing A&M could do about it. A&M has guys that they thought were pretty good going into this thing, but I think we saw the difference between the top 3 teams in the league, which right now are Florida, Alabama, and Arkansas, and the rest of the league. I've said all year I don't think the league is as deep or as good as maybe it's been in the past, but tonight I think showed you the gap between those top 3 teams and the rest of the league.
Yeah, and it, there were a couple times where it got a little muddy.
A little bit.
In the second half.
Yep.
They cut it to like 8, I think, once. So that's a little bit of pause for me that, hey, we really just can't take our foot off the gas.
I'm sitting here looking at the box score, and in the first half, Acuff and Malik Thomas were 1 for 15. I mean, and they were still up 9. They still managed to catch. I mean, A&M at one point had a 9-point lead. They still managed to catch them and go past them, get the 9-point lead. But in the second half, if my math is correct, Acuff and Thomas were 11 for 17, and that's when they began to pull away. And you see some of the look. Billy Richmond's one of those guys. I know he kind of catches some strays from time to time for up and down play, but boy, when they're running, and they've got a 3-on-2 or 2-on, a 2-on-1 or something like that. That rim runner, when he comes down the floor, that is a guy that is he's fun to watch. He's kind of one of those guys that he's getting a very love-hate relationship with him. I mean, you'll love him for 34 minutes, and then there's 6 minutes where you're like, oh, come on, man. But tonight, Billy Richmond was great. 34 minutes, 23 points, 8 out of 13 from the floor, 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. You can't ask any more of Billy Richmond, who's probably your third scorer in that lineup.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I'm trying to compartmentalize that.
he's an interesting player at the very least. I mean, Brazil should be that third scorer, but I think Billy Richmond, when he's good, Arkansas is good. They kind of come and go as Brazil and Billy Richmond go. And tonight they were good. They were good against a team that came in thinking they had a shot at this thing. They were going for win number 20 this year. Arkansas gets win number 21. They were I guess they were a game behind Arkansas before the game started tonight. Now 2 back of Arkansas in the league. This is a team that has postseason aspirations. You blew them out on your home floor. Not a bad night.
Well,
not a bad night.
Not for them.
No.
For us.
Well, it's not a bad night at all. If you want to get in on this, 877-377-6963. You can get us on the YouTubes. Comments are pouring in. Let's see here. Michael, okay, I'm working on it, buddy. I'll get to it, I promise. And we're going to talk about a whole different things because I think we're starting to see where Cal's going with this whole thing. It's going to be an 8-man rotation, 9 if things kind of get squirrely. After that, we're not real sure. As we saw the other night, it might be a little bit difficult. Bill and I will be here for about another, say 40 minutes or so talking about this one. 99-84, the final score. Again, if you want to get in, it's 877-377-6963. Bill and I will be back. It's Hog Reaction on ESPN Arkansas.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, Sawyer Sunrooms and more, and by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue.
Sterling Bank works hard to make our community stronger each day. They're invested in relationships that go beyond banking. They're your friends and neighbors, and know that when we support each other, the whole community wins. If you're looking for a bank that offers top-notch customer service and a complete menu of products that make your banking experience pleasant and productive, visit them in Fayetteville, Rogers, or Bentonville. Sterling Bank, local friendly banking made to fit you. Member FDIC.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts, and baby, that hair is looking like an airball. We need to talk. It's time for a rebound. We're the 6th man in your grooming game, serving up dirty fades, dangerously clean beard lines, and cuts so sharp they should come with a warning label. Whether you're looking to score downtown or lock it down at the office, we'll make sure your look is nothing but net. Stop cheating yourself with basic barbers. Come see us at Fantasy Sports Cuts, and we'll set you up for an easy bucket. Fantasy Sports Cuts at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
There's something special about life here in Northwest Arkansas. The trails, the parks, the people. It's why we love calling this place home. At Buffington Homes, we're here to help you build yours. A home that fits your family, your style, and your life right here in Northwest Arkansas. Tour our model homes across 5 communities and see what building your next home could look and feel like. Visit BuffingtonHomesAR.com or stop by a model home to start building a home and a life you'll love.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Call my friend J.T. Finley at 479-521-4220.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high performance, optimized ready mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorback. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mengarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes. And now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
Start the year strong with New Holland 300 Series compact track loaders from WT Equipment. Enjoy outstanding comfort, class-leading visibility, and best-in-class boom geometry for exceptional lift and reach. With fuel-efficient models from 60 to 90 horsepower and a wide range of attachments, the 300 Series CTLs are ready for whatever the job and the year throws at you. See the New Holland 300 Series compact track loaders today at WT Equipment in Springdale. WT Equipment. Equip your future, elevate your potential.
Just weak. I mean, weak. The SEC.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
I'm ready to go to the Final Four.
All the Hog Reaction is brought to you by Sawyer Sunrooms and more.
I've been riding with them. I've been putting my money on them.
Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
It's Fugazi. Fugazi.
This is Hog Reaction.
Basketball is a funny, funny game. Arkansas outshot tonight. Texas A&M shoots 53% from the floor. Arkansas 51. Arkansas shot the ball very, very well. Difference in the ball game. Offensive rebounds tonight. Arkansas with 13 offensive rebounds to A&M 6. They out-rebound the Aggies. Second chance points were huge. Arkansas comes up with 18. Bench points, A&M took that one, but I think Arkansas's bench not as deep as A&M. Points in the paint. To me, the difference, fast break points, they outscore them by 17. Arkansas rolls to a 99-84 victory. This is Hog Reaction on ESPN Arkansas. Bill Nevin making his Hog Reaction debut. This is like you made your Hog Reaction debut for football back, I think it was a Missouri game, and now you get A&M. This has got to be, checking bucket list stuff off.
It is, and I'm looking at the box score. Pringle almost had a trillion.
He's
He
he's
almost trillion.
He's an interesting. That's an interesting case here. But you got. Look, you're looking for production from that position. You put the two together. Ewan gave him great production tonight. He was really good, and we've seen flashes of this. We just haven't seen him do it consistently. And if they find consistency with Ewan, they've got a chance to do some damage in the tournament. If you have nothing in the from the 4 and 5 spots, you're not going to get anywhere because you're going to run into teams with good bigs, and that's certainly going to cause issues. Hog Wild's text in on the Lewis Automotive Hotline, 877-377-6963. Do you guys think Arkansas has a shot to knock off Florida this weekend? Look, you're going in to play Florida at the pool. The natatorium down there, the chlorine fumes will get you every now and then. Florida's a tough place to play. That's a good basketball team. That's your defending national champions, and they're rounding into form. I think, of course, you have a chance. Of course, you've got a shot to go in there, but you're going to have to play maybe your best game of the year if you're going to go into that place and win, because Florida ain't an easy place to go to. That's a really, really good basketball team.
No, they need the bigs to, I don't want to say show up, but they at least need to be present.
They have to give you what they gave you tonight. Acuff's going to have to be on his game. He's going to have to carry you. I think we're starting to see sort of trends with Arkansas, especially when it comes to road games, where Darius Acuff is going to have to be spectacular, and Malik Thomas is going to have to play that Robin role to his Batman. Billy Richmond's going to have to be good. They're going to have to get a total team effort. It was nice to see Wagner get going again. Played 29 minutes tonight, had 9 points in the ballgame. Good to see him back in the lineup and playing well. Arkansas didn't shoot it particularly well from beyond the arc, but I think when you're getting as many shots as they got, Bill, at the rim, I think you're going to be okay because you're going to knock down more of those than not. They were at the rim all night long. Every time I turned around, somebody was taking a shot from point-blank range.
No, and yes, and the guards aren't going to, moving forward, they're not going to play like they did that first half.
No. I think that's the anomaly. I think that's the outlier. I think you're 100% right on that.
Let's call it what it is. They had a crap first half.
They didn't. Well, and some of it is Texas A&M. The speed that Texas A&M plays. This is one of the fastest teams in the country as far as moving the basketball and taking shots and possession time and all that stuff. They play at a different pace, and Arkansas was able to slow them down, which frustrate. The old thing, it seems that like to press or teams that press don't like to be pressed. Same sort of thing. Arkansas was able to slow them down, and frankly, bucky ball in the half court is pretty pedestrian. it's not. I found I'm sitting here watching the game with my daughter, who is she's a film rat, and she understands kind of these concepts, and she kept saying she just kept saying they're getting stuck. They're getting like they would begin the offense, Arkansas would jam it up, and she kept going, they're getting stuck. They have to go back and reset. And then what you would get is you would get them forcing shots that they normally wouldn't take. Standing flat-footed and pumping 3 times to get, to try and get a defender in the air, then throwing the three-pointer up that never goes in. And that's what was happening to A&M. Arkansas played great defense tonight. I've got nothing, you can't say anything about Arkansas's defense that isn't glowing tonight. Hog Wild says if they're going to go down to Florida, they're going to have to be near perfect. I don't know if perfect is what you're looking for, but they're going to have to be efficient because Florida can make you pay. Boogie Flan, Jimmy Dykes mentioned it on the broadcast. Boogie Flan's playing better. They're playing better. It took them a while to get going, but I think you're going to see both teams' best efforts because I think both teams understand that this is a high-stakes game. And you want these games. I mean, it'll be the end of February, early March. You want these games at this time. It's going to be College Game Day's going down there. Seth Greenberg and Billis and that group's going down there. So it'll be a wild environment.
Are we still bitter at Boogie?
Here's a great question. I don't think so. I think maybe early on when he was struggling, people may have taken some shots at him. But I think your new girl's better than your ex. I think Acuff and Thomas are a whole lot better than Boogie Fland, and I think I think everybody kind of realizes that. I'm very slow to come around on Acuff is the best freshman that's ever played because he doesn't have any bona fides. A couple of players of the week. Okay, there is absolutely
he's got more than a couple.
Well, yeah, I mean he's got the players of the week. I don't look at that because it's about what you do in March. And if if you flame out in the SEC tournament and then you go, you make it you don't get out of the first weekend in the NCAA tournament, what did you really do? What was the point? I'll say that he is a phenomenal talent. If he was 6'4", 6'5", he would be a top 5 pick and nobody would have any questions.
No,
but at 6'2", it's an issue.
And I will just say this when I mean again he had a horrible first half, but just the way dude carries himself.
Oh yeah. He's special.
You look at him and you look at him in that second half and he's like, all right, I got this.
He's and we were watching the post game interview, and he is he's very calm for a guy who just went out and carried his team to a victory, and he's very calm. He's very I don't want to say unassuming because he knows he's good, but his ability to keep that pulse low when things are tight is pretty remarkable. He's a special talent. No doubt about that. Absolutely a special talent. He might be the best guard that's come through here. 2, 3, 4. He might be. And I can't believe I'm saying that. He might be the best guard that's rolled through here for a one-season deal. Now, you want to talk about the greatest of all time. We're talking about legacy. How did you advance the program, that sort of thing. And I don't know that he'll be in that conversation simply because he played 1 year. He is he's fun to watch. He's a whole lot of fun to watch. And, I kept saying all year long, like, what happens when he has an off night? Who picks him up? Well, I mean, he had an off night. The first half was off. But in the second half, he went off. And Arkansas,
no, and I this was one of the first games that I actually, because we're doing this, paid really close attention to. He's got a lot of AI in him.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's a really good comparison for him. Because I know people want to, everybody wants to make a comparison. He's not Devin Booker. AI is a good comparison. AI was probably a little bit more shifty, but from the I can get to the rim anytime I want to. Yeah, no, I agree with that. He's got a lot of AI to him. It would be different if he didn't have talent around him, because the other 4 guys on the floor at any time can put the ball in the basket, and it helps. But man, when he decides he's going to get downhill and put the ball in the basket, he is one of the more special players in college basketball. I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's fun to watch, and I've been watching this team for 30+ years, and he is absolutely one of those guys. He's absolute must-see TV. Arkansas wins the game 99-84 tonight. If you want to get in on this, 877-377-6666. 6963 is the phone number. Bill and I will be right back. We're going to talk about kind of where Arkansas is in the standings. March is right around the corner. We've got tournament time coming up. We'll talk about all that. We'll be right back. It's Hog Reaction on ESPN Arkansas.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, Sawyer Sunrooms and more, and by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue.
Fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
And this is Matt. We're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, your headquarters for all things Razorback.
From clothing items like Nike, Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many more,
to a wide range of home, office, and fan cave decorations.
We even have furniture, a pool table, stuff for the yard, garden, and too much other stuff to mention.
So no matter if you're headed to the game or watching from your living room, stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville. That's 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville.
Or call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
or stop by the Interweb store at shoponrazorback.com.
Whoa, that's a first, Dad. You actually got it right. How'd you do that?
Well, I use that Googleator thing.
And we're back.
Anyway, that was shoponrazorback.com.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and I have a plaque to prove it.
Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
At Mach 1 Financial Group, we aspire to meet the needs of anyone who walks through our doors. We work with families to create tailored financial plans based on their goals, lifestyle, and available resources. For help creating your own financial plan, visit Mach1FG.com. Mach 1 Financial Group, LLC is a registered investment advisor located in Rogers, Arkansas. A copy of Mach 1's current written disclosure brochure is available through the SEC website and at disclosures.mach1fg.com.
Why is there water all over the kitchen floor?
Yeah, it's a minor issue. The sink, double dribbled.
Double what?
You know, a drip from the pipe, a drip from the drain. You know, double dribble.
That's not a double dribble. That's a flood. We're calling Paramount Plumbing.
Hey, I can fix it.
Don't let plumbing turn into a double dribble disaster. Call Paramount Plumbing. Fast, dependable, and done right the first time. Call 479-790-8427.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Call Scott Comiskey in Bella Vista and Steve Harp in Springdale.
Start the year strong with New Holland 300 Series compact track loaders from WT Equipment. Enjoy outstanding comfort, class-leading visibility, and best-in-class boom geometry for exceptional lift and reach. With fuel-efficient models from 60 to 90 horsepower and a wide range of attachments, the 300 Series CTLs are ready for whatever the job and the year throws at you. See the New Holland 300 Series compact track loaders today at WT Equipment in Springdale. WT Equipment. Equip your future, elevate your potential.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices, like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Get $250 on us with your first $25 wager.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Sterling Bank is a full-service community bank committed to the community, their customers, and the people and businesses who call Northwest Arkansas home. At Sterling Bank, you will find a complete menu of products and services designed to make your banking experience pleasant and productive. Visit your local branch in Fayetteville, Rogers, or Bentonville to experience friendly, top-notch customer service and to discover the Sterling difference. Member FDIC.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell.
Men, if you've been thinking about getting your health back on track, Vici Aesthetics and Wellness is the place to start. They build a full customized plan around you, from weight loss support to peptide therapy, like Samorelin, glutathione, and NAD+, plus BHRT to get your hormones and energy where they need to be. What I love is how easy Vici makes it. Just real guidance built for real results. And because of our partnership, you're taken care of. Just say you heard it here and get 10% off. Take the first step at ViciAestheticsandWellness.com.
Are just weak. I mean, weak. The SEC.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
I'm ready to go to the Final Four.
All the Hog Reaction is brought to you by Sawyer Sunrooms and more.
I've been riding with them. I've been putting my money on them.
Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
It's Fugazi. Fugazi.
This is Hog Reaction.
99-84 the final score alongside Denver Bill. Zach Arns, Hog Reaction. You want to get in on this, 877-377-6963. You can call, you can text, you can sit quietly and listen. It's way later than my bedtime. I'm sure Bill feels the same way. We're closing in on midnight here. 1 o'clock on the East Coast, if you happen to be out that way. But again, 877-377-6963. We are here until we are done. Texts coming in. Dirty Drawers says, the longer y'all stay on the air, the longer I can put off working tonight. I have some bad news for you, Dirty Drawers. I don't know that we're going to be here for forever, but we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can delay it a little bit.
Do we know what Dirty Drawers does?
No, I don't want to know. It's
he does it in the middle of the night.
And that's probably one of those things, Bill. It's better just never not to ask and let them just.
That's okay. That's fair.
Rick from Calico Rock has texted. Pringle said on the podcast that he didn't know why he was even on the court. Seems like we were playing more of a team tonight. Nick Pringle, yeah, I heard that comment, and there's a part of me that says, hey, way to be self-aware. Hey, you're not helping the team. Go do something go do something to help the team. If he's injured, okay. He only played 6 minutes tonight. Cal played 6 guys. He played 7 total. Pringle played 6. 6 guys played actual minutes.
This is a few games in a row. I don't know that Pringle fits in. I don't know that he's one of the boys. In the rotation.
He's
he's a body.
Yeah, no, he's a body. Like if you look at Darius Acuff, you know what he does well. I mean, he can get to the basket, he can get you points, he's a bucket. You look at Brazil, he can shoot the 3. He's a great. I've always said Brazil's one of those guys that's better playing around the rim, putback, stick backs. And he's a good defender. You look at Richmond, you know what he can do. I have no idea what Nick Pringle does where you can start to build some of that confidence back. I don't have a clue. I don't know where you start with him. And I'm not at practice every day, so I have no idea what they're working on. But when I see him play, I see a guy that's not playing as though he believes he's one of the 7 best players on that roster.
No, and again, I mean, he seems to me like he's a body. He eats some minutes.
Bill, we're about to cross the Rubicon into some of this is your first real late night post-game show. Hog Wild is hanging out with us, and he says, I'm high right now, in case you're wondering.
Well,
I got to be honest, Hog Wild, I wasn't wondering. I had a pretty good idea, but I appreciate you sharing.
Well, what else are you going to do on a Wednesday night?
Exactly. Gucci Rodriguez texted in. Glad to see he's still awake. Pringle seems to have heavy feet, causes him to rotate slow. Okay, so again, my best resources for basketball and basketball questions are coaches and a 14-year-old. And she said to me that he doesn't look like he understands or is confident with what he sees. And that can cause you to be slow. That can cause you to switch slow.
Well, because he's overthinking.
He's overthinking it. You're thinking, not reacting. And that would certainly lead into that idea. But there were a couple of times where you're watching him and you're just like, he doesn't react as fast as you hope he would. And I'll go back to it. I don't want to pick on him, but you got to find something that you can do, something you do well, and you build out from there. I don't know what he does where you can go, I need, like, one of the things that I've always heard coaches say, like, tell your players what you need. I need 10 and 10 from you. Well, I don't think you're going to get 10 and 10 from Pringle. Can you get 5 and 10? Can you get 5 and 8 out of him?
He's averaging 5.
Okay, so you can get 5 and 8 out of him. I think you'll be okay. But he just looks like a guy that is playing with zero confidence, and I haven't seen him do the things that we saw him do last year when he was at South Carolina. And to me, it's a little frustrating. It's a little scary because you brought him in for a purpose. Tonight we saw Ewan explode. He was great tonight. We're still waiting for that. From Pringle. Dirty Door saying, since nobody asked, I'm a metallurgist for a steel company. I think I pronounced that correctly. Huh? That's way past my pay grade, man. Hey, Godspeed. Good luck to you. Arkansas wins this thing by 15. I'm looking at just some notes that are coming out. Arkansas hit 13 of their last 15 shots. They were streaky tonight. They had moments where it was a slog, but boy, when they had to turn it on, they absolutely were able to do it. I don't know. This is one of those things that scares me about this team when you get into March. They're not super consistent, but boy, they're explosive. And when they get going, when they're running, and it's they're playing defense is leading to offense. They're very, very interesting, and they're very dangerous. And they can beat anybody on any given night, but there is a formula to beat them, and you've got to have a big to do it because right now their bigs simply aren't giving them enough.
No, and you can't just rely on, hey, we're going to flip the switch and go off for 20. That's not a formula. I mean, it is, but it's not a good one.
The Gummy crowd is clearly listening tonight. Boy, they are sending some stuff in.
I'm seeing this.
Text out of the 479. Pringle reminds me of the guy that we got from Tennessee a few years ago. That was Adu. Thought he was pretty good when he played against us and then really didn't do anything for us. Corey, Adu was banged up last year. He had a hip thing and then a knee thing, and that may have contributed to that. But I agree with you. You brought him in because he lit you up. You thought he was, you thought he could bring that to you, and it just hasn't panned out for Pringle. It didn't pan out for Adu as well. Greg at Fort Smith, just found you guys on YouTube. Are you really live? Yeah, Greg, we're here. We are here. Bill and I closing in on midnight, hanging out with you guys, talking about Arkansas's 95-84 win over. No, it is 99. They just changed the official scoring. Oh, that's weird.
Hang on, what?
Yeah, okay, so I'm a little behind the scenes thing here. Arkansas puts out a thing called Stats Broadcast. And you can go to ArkansasRazorbacks.com and you can, pull up the stats for the game and they just changed the score. Okay, now they've changed it back to 99-84. That was weird. But hey, it's late for them too. Everybody just wants to go home and go to bed. Like me. But that's that's where that came from. Hog Wild okay. Hog Wild and Van Buren would like to clarify he did not take a gummy. He has a bowl. Thank you. Greg from Fort Smith. Question: did Nick Pringle play tonight? Sure. Yes, he did. He got 6 minutes. Didn't really do a whole lot, and we're back to this. They've got a hole in the middle of their lineup at that 4 and 5 spot right now, and this seems to be a conversation we keep having over and over and over again. And until it's fixed, I think Arkansas's got an Achilles heel. However, I do think that every single team inside the top 10 has a fatal flaw and can be exposed if you get them on the right night. Matchups are going to be huge when we start playing games in the tournament, and Arkansas will certainly be in the tournament. But they get a good matchup, they can run with anybody.
I think this Florida game is going to tell us.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right on
this. This is kind of, here we go.
No, you're playing a team that's surging. I mean, it's the best team in the conference so far. They're 2 games ahead of everybody. But I think you're right. I think this game is going to prove a ton. If you go down there, look, win or loss isn't necessarily what I'm interested in. Go down and play well. Go down and push Florida. If you win, awesome. If you lose, push them. Make them adjust to you. And I think you'll feel good, going into that final week of the regular season. Lurch is up. I have no idea why. Lurch says he's glad to see you have a voice. Is your voice better at night? You want to do overnights?
No.
Because I'm certain if we wanted to,
what you haven't noticed is I keep going back and taking honey shots.
Oh, you do. Oh, we're back on honey on the 20s. Okay,
we're
good.
back on the honey.
All right, honey on the 20s. That's good to know. If you want to get in on this, it's 877-377-6963. Greg found us on YouTube. We're on Twitch and X and all of the things that I don't understand. I just click the buttons. You can call or text the show 877-377-6963. Taylor from Fayetteville's texting, Zach, how do I convince my wife to name our new puppy Air Furlough? No. Pick something normal, Taylor. And why are you up this late? It is 11:57. What are y'all doing with your lives? Hog Wild wants to know if at one time you were known as Shadow Stevens.
That's a good pull.
Braxton from Lavaca, you got to make Florida shoot the ball to have a chance. I agree. I mean, you got to make them shoot it from 10 out. I absolutely agree with that. I don't know that Florida is a terrific three-point shooting team, but you cannot let them inside. And I think Braxton's 100% correct. If you make them shoot from mid-range jumpers to three-point shots, I think you've got a chance to slow them down a little bit. Dirty George wants to know, is the station wildlife awake at this hour? I have not heard Squirrel Haggard, but you never know. He may be lurking in the shadows. It's a warm day. We got attacked by the bees earlier today. The bees are back, so that's good. Can't wait to get stung again. So, yeah, there you go.
It was last week, but he's still up there. I mean,
he's definitely there.
Yeah.
Lurch wants to know which SEC coaches are getting fired. I think it's too early to tell that, but I think if you look down at the bottom of the league, the bottom four, I think those are your candidates. I don't think anybody that's rolling is going to lose their job. All right, let's break here. 877-377-6963. Texts are pouring in. I have no idea why we have this many viewers on YouTube. Sometimes you guys have to evaluate what you're doing with your lives. Bill and I'll be right back. It's Hog Reaction on ESPN Arkansas.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, Sawyer Sunrooms and more, and by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue.
Game day, work day, or any day, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue has you covered with 100% oak smoked meats served by weight so you get exactly what you want. Hosting a crew, Rudy's group meals are perfect for parties, office lunches, or tailgates. 3 meats, 3 sides, all the fixings, and yes, even a tablecloth. And don't forget breakfast tacos every morning until 10 a.m. Made to order, or they've got grab and go for the whole team. Visit Rudy's at 4084 MLK Jr. Boulevard in Fayetteville. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, smoking good every time.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyers. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out, sawyers-sunrooms.com.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Start the year strong with New Holland 300 Series compact track loaders from WT Equipment. Enjoy outstanding comfort, class-leading visibility, and best-in-class boom geometry for exceptional lift and reach. With fuel-efficient models from 60 to 90 horsepower and a wide range of attachments, the 300 Series CTLs are ready for whatever the job and the year throws at you. See the New Holland 300 Series compact track loaders today at WT Equipment in Springdale. WT Equipment. Equip your future, elevate your potential.
Well, it's 2026, and with the warm winter we've had, spring weeds are coming soon. Now's the time to sign up with Lawn Pride of Northwest Arkansas and lock in the best deal on your 2026 lawn care plan. Sign up for 7 or more services by March 1st and get the first application free. The Lawn Pride team knows Ozark soils inside and out, providing expert weed control, fertilization, and aeration to keep your yard healthy all year long. Be the envy of your neighborhood when that spring green up hits. Call 479-241-2180 or visit lawnpride.com/Northwest Arkansas today.
Sterling Bank is a full-service community bank committed to the community, their customers, and the people and businesses who call Northwest Arkansas home. At Sterling Bank, you will find a complete menu of products and services designed to make your banking experience pleasant and productive. Visit your local branch in Fayetteville, Rogers, or Bentonville to experience friendly, top-notch customer service and to discover the Sterling difference. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for the best Chicago-style pizza outside of the Windy City, you need to head to Cassano's. Every pizza is made from scratch with the freshest ingredients and served the way you want it. And while you enjoy that perfect slice, catch all the games. Cassano's is your premier sports bar with lots of TVs showing all your favorite teams. Your place for the best pizza, coldest drinks, friendliest service, local events, and entertainment. It's Cassano's Chicago-style pizza.
In the mood to get away? Indigo Sky Casino is your premier gaming destination. Indulge in delicious chef-created entrees, whether you're celebrating a special occasion or craving the finest in dining. Your table at Shawano Steak and Spirits is waiting, featuring a wide selection of your favorite adult beverages. Indigo Sky Casino, the area's perfect getaway. For details and hours, visit IndigoSkyCasino.com. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Weak. I mean, weak. The SEC.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Ready to go to the Final Four?
All the Hog Reaction is brought to you by Sawyer Sunrooms and more.
I've been riding with them. I've been putting my money on them.
Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
It's Fugazi. Fugazi.
This is Hog Reaction.
What are y'all doing with your lives? This is Hog Reaction on ESPN Arkansas. It is 12:04 a.m. We're here for just a little while longer talking about Arkansas's 99-84 win over Texas A&M tonight. If you want to get in, 877-377-6963 is the phone number. You can call, you can text. The freaks, the geeks, and the weirdos are out. Gucci Greg says, Bill, if we have bees, you can get free honey. Greg, these are wasps. These are not I erroneously called them bees, with all apologies to the bees. These are wasps. Greg from Fort Smith.
And they have an attitude.
Yes, they do. Brian and Rogers sent us some photos from the games tonight. He was up with the real folks in the upper tank. I love seeing those photos. Those make great wallpapers, some of the photos that he sent us. Now, Greg in Fort Smith cannot believe that we are on at this hour. He's ready to go. Last couple of segments, one more beer. Let's do this. All right. Brian Rogers says our late night efforts are much appreciated. Well, thank you, Brian. I was not feeling appreciated when I walked in here, but now I do. Let's see here. Lurch says it's one. Nah, I'm not reading that. That one's just going to get me in trouble. And Taylor from Fayetteville's still trying to search for a name for his dog. Wes wants to know, Bill, are you wearing shorts?
I am indeed. Yes.
Bill is with shorts. And I'm not real sure why.
I don't know that I like the way that sounds.
It's 50 degrees outside. It's a lot. Look, when it was -5 up here 49 seems like, it's 85 degrees and we're in the Bahamas. We'll absolutely take it. Arkansas wins by 15 tonight. Dominated the game on the glass. Really dominated in every fashion. We're able to get kind of a lead there at halftime and keep A&M at arm's distance. I do want to give a shout-out, if you will, to Texas A&M's. They had an interesting night because, you get out to a quick lead. Everything looks like it's going your way, and then they just went stone cold. But Zach Clements, he led A&M in scoring tonight with 29. He was all they had. They had 3 players in double figures, Rashawn Agee and Marcus Hill, both with double figures tonight. But man, A&M just I don't know how you looked at it, but I just felt like A&M was never a threat. Like if Arkansas played their game, unless Arkansas just fell in their face, A&M was not a threat, and Arkansas just simply had better players.
Yeah, when they got it close, it was like the Razorbacks were just like playing with their food.
Yeah,
they were just kind of
pushing peas around a plate.
Yeah, just kind of screwing around a little bit.
Lurch wants to know what exactly is Buckyball. Well, it's a marketing thing, and you should know that being in marketing. Look, A&M plays fast. They shoot a lot of threes. When they're not going down, it looks ugly. And again, my daughter kept saying they kept getting stuck. Like they couldn't. Guys were not coming off screens. Arkansas was shutting it down, and when they expected to have open looks, there was a white jersey in front of them. And that was bothering them, and they were forcing threes when they didn't necessarily have to. I think that was maybe the biggest thing Arkansas did was they just frustrated them. Teams that like to play fast, if you can slow them down, you'll frustrate them. But how many times did we see them get the ball in the wing, pump a three because they had an Arkansas defender in their face, and then throw it up? You're not going to knock a lot of those shots down.
No, and that Clements kid,
he's good. He's really, really good. Here we go. Braxton wants to know what our thoughts are on DJ Wagner offensively. I think he needs to be better in March. Like DJ's one of those guys. He's like Billy Richmond. They've got a bunch of those guys that can just all of a sudden out of nowhere give you points off the bench, out of the starting lineup, that kind of thing. You're not going to count on him. You're not looking at DJ Wagner and saying, hey, I need 15 from you tonight. That's just not his game. DJ's kind of he's a let the game come to him guy. He's not going to force the action. When he can do that, I think he's effective. He's a good defender. He's a body type that a lot of teams don't have in that 6'6", 6'8" range, somewhere in there. And he can, he can put it on the floor. He can get his shot when he has to. But he's not a guy that I think you're going to look at and say, I need you to give me 15. And that's, that's my opinion on DJ Wagner. He's a complimentary part.
Yeah, I'm looking at his season stats. 7.5.
Yeah, and that's what he is. He's a complimentary player. Greg wants to know, do you think Boogie Flan will have his best game of the year against Arkansas on Saturday? Here's the thing about Boogie. He got off to a terrible start. He was the butt of a lot of jokes. He's playing better. He's not playing at an elite level, but he is playing better. Do I expect him to be very, very present on Saturday? Absolutely, I do. The way he left, the acrimonious way that he was dismissed from Arkansas, I think it may stick with him. Now, is it possible that he tries to force things? Yeah, you hope so, because when he does that, Boogie's not nearly as effective as he is when the game comes to him. I think Boogie's got. I don't think he's as talented as Acuff. I don't think he's as talented as Thomas. I think they have the personnel that can lock him up. But this isn't about Boogie Fland. Boogie Fland's a complimentary player down there. They've got other guys that Arkansas needs to focus on. If Boogie has a good game, so be it. But I don't think you're building a game plan around Boogie Fland. Arturo wants to know, can Pringle average more points than fouls in March? Man, I don't know. That just sounds like a kid who's playing with zero confidence and has absolutely no idea how to get himself out of. This is like being in a batting slump, where you're just trying everything. He's getting a bucket of KFC and sacrificing chickens to try and get his game going.
Well, like I said, when he's out there, he's a body. He's just taking up some time, giving somebody some rest. That's what it feels like.
Andrew in Fort Smith is up late with us. He says, if you ever get seats in the top section, just do like he does. start in section 217 and spot some seats from up top that are open, walk down at halftime and have a seat. I think they should do that anyway, and this is just something I've thought about for years. Like, if you've got open seats in the lower bowl, start bringing folks out of the out of the upper tank and just let them sit down there, so at least the lower bowl looks full. You know what I mean? Because they turn the lights off, so you can't really see the upper deck. So when there's holes and pockets of empty seats, man, bring those folks down. At halftime, just bring them down.
Yeah, but
look, if you're too lazy to get there and you're showing up at halftime, fine. We can find you a couple more seats, but man, make that lower bowl look full. That's just me. That's how I feel about it. I'm kind of odd that way.
No, but those, and it's at every venue, not just the Razorbacks.
Right.
Every venue. Those guys are Nazis.
Okay.
Well, they won't let you.
But I'm saying you make this a policy at the at Bud Walton. Man, you have the ushers go grab them and say, "Look, come on down." And fill up that lower bowl, especially if you got one of those stripe out nights or anything. They didn't have that going on tonight. But I'm just saying, it's just one of those things. But I applaud you, Andrew, for your ingenuity. We never had that problem. Like every seat when I was in school was full. You never had the empty seats, but they were also competing for national titles, and things were a little bit different. You didn't have the outlets to go watch the games on TV like we do today. So you know what? Hey, to each their own. Is there anything else interesting going on here? No. Okay, so we're going to take another break here. 877-377-6963 is the phone number. We got one more segment on Hog Reaction. Arkansas wins tonight 99-84. Bill and I will be right back. You're listening to Hog Reaction on ESPN Arkansas.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, Sawyer Sunrooms and more, and by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
If you're trying to get through your daily activities and you're noticing you can't because you're focusing more on your pain than being able to enjoy the moment, those are the patients that we're looking to treat because we can make a difference.
That's Dr. Ashley Caravelli, a medical director for QC Kinetics.
What we're doing at QC Kinetics is offering treatments that help with joint preservation. We use cutting-edge technology in our in-house lab to harness your body's natural healing powers and target the areas where you need them the most.
These are regenerative non-surgical treatments, and QC Kinetics is the nation's leader, delivering lasting relief to tens of thousands of patients.
What we do know is that the sooner we start treatment, the sooner you'll see relief.
So don't wait another minute. See if you're a good candidate for these non-surgical treatments for joint pain. The consultation is completely free.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Looking for the happiest hours of your day? Head to JJ's Grill for happy hour every day from 3 to 6 p.m. We're talking $2.75 domestic pints, 5 wings, and 5 strips for just $7.99. Cheeseburger sliders for only $5.49, and Wells for just $2.50. And get this, 20 minutes out of every hour we celebrate Happy Minutes, where select domestic pints drop to just $1.50. That's right, cold beer, hot food, and unbeatable vibes only at JJ's Grill.
Sterling Bank is your community bank. Sterling Bank values their role in Northwest Arkansas and works hard to make our community stronger each day. They're invested in relationships that go beyond banking. They're your friends and neighbors, and know that when we support each other, the whole community wins. If you're looking for a bank that offers top-notch customer service and a complete menu of products that make your banking experience pleasant and productive, visit them in Fayetteville, Rogers, or Bentonville. Sterling Bank, local friendly banking made to fit you. Member FDIC.
Hey y'all, Courtney here with Mach 1 Motorsports, and I wanted to personally invite all the women riders and women who have ever thought about riding to come into the dealership. And you guys stop in and let's see what we can do to get this year to be a spectacular year for you. If you've ever been curious about motorcycles but don't know where to start, you don't need experience, you don't need gear, you don't even need a bike. Just come by and say hi. Let's talk riding over a cup of coffee or a soft drink. Right now, we're also giving away a Triumph 1200 Tiger Rally Pro during the men's college basketball tournament in April. Register is easy. Just stop by the dealership, scan the QR code, and you're entered. No purchase required. With 50 years of service experience and 2 gold level master techs, the highest designation by Indian Motorcycles, your bike is in incredible hands. Whether you ride now, want to learn, or just want to check it out, Mach 1 Motorsports is the place for you.
When it comes to firearms, gear, and expertise, Ozark Armory has you covered. From the hunter to the collector to the range regular, you'll find exactly what you're looking for. With over 3,000 guns in stock, plus ammo, optics, and all the accessories you need. Buying, selling, or trading? The experts at Ozark Armory are ready to help you find the perfect fit. Stop by Ozark Armory in Springdale or visit ozarkarmory.com. Guns, gear, and expertise. Ozark Armory, locked and loaded for the season.
Just weak. I mean, weak. The SEC.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
I'm ready to go to the Final Four.
All the Hog Reaction is brought to you by Sawyer Sunrooms and more.
I've been riding with them. I've been putting my money on them.
Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
It's Fugazi. Fugazi.
This is Hog Reaction.
99-84, the final score tonight. Arkansas now squarely in second place time with Alabama at 11-4 in the league. Arkansas now 21-7 overall. They're 2 games behind Florida, who's 13-2 in the league, and they get Florida on Saturday. College game day will be there. Should be a very, very enthusiastic crowd that awaits the Razorbacks on Saturday at the Natatorium down there. If you're headed down there, man, good luck. Gucci Greg probably going to jump on the PJ and head down there. Should be a wonderful game. Should be a one of those games that is certainly must-see TV. And, of course, we'll have it right here on ESPN Arkansas for you. Looking up the time here. That's going to be a late one, 7:30 p.m. So somebody will be doing Hog Reaction late into the night on Saturday night into Sunday morning. Ain't going to be me. No, sir. I think it's Colton and Matt will have that one. So I wish them Godspeed on that one. Again, the final score tonight, 99-84. Well, I'm sure that we will have a wall-to-wall coverage of tonight's, or I guess yesterday's, win over Texas A&M. Cal took to defending Darius Acuff in the postgame. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're bored, is you start inventing challenges. Okay, cool. I don't know why you're defending him in the Player of the Year. I don't understand that, but
he does not need any defending.
He doesn't, but Cal is now trumpeting him for Player of the Year, and I understand that. But there are players as deserving, and sometimes we get a little tunnel vision here. Acuff's in that group. I don't think I don't know if he's the Player of the Year, but he's definitely in that group and certainly worthy of the discussion. But Cal taking to the mic tonight to defend Acuff and try and figure out why he is not in that conversation.
Is he a lottery pick? Do you think?
Here's my thing with him. The size probably prohibits it because the way I watch a ton of the NBA. NBA likes bigger guards, especially guards that play like he does. Now, he's not Steph Curry. He's not his game. He's not a spot shooter. So that's one of those. He has to have the ball in his hands. He reminds me of Jamal Murray a little bit. He reminds me of a smaller version of Anthony Black. If he goes, here's the other thing. If he goes to the combine, and he's listed at 6'2" on Arkansas's roster, if he goes to the combine and he measures less than 6'2", that's probably going to hurt his draft stock. Now, if he shows up and he's 6'2", or suddenly he's 6'2.5" or 6'3", maybe the stock goes up. Talent is undeniable, 1,000% undeniable. The size, I think, is going to give some GMs pause. He's not Darren Peterson, where you have to worry about whether or not he's going to show up. The kid's a warrior. He will go play. You're going to get him. If you ask him to play 82, he'll play 82.
No, he did 50 last week.
Well, I'm talking about just games. I mean, in the NBA, he'll play 82 games if you asked him to play 82 games. Size will probably keep him in that. I was looking at some mocks earlier. He's in that, anywhere from like 13 to 20. That seems fair for a guy that's that talented. If he was 6'6", he'd be a top 5 pick, and we'd be talking about SGA type stuff. that to me is the thing that he's a lot like SGA in that way, but SGA's 6'6", and that's the difference between I think Darius Acuff and the guys at the top of the draft. If it were me and I needed a point guard, he's the first point guard off the board to me. But the NBA is different. Everybody, you're drafting on potential. What are they going to be in 3 years? I think we know what he is. He's a downhill guy. He's got a pretty good jumper. The thing that impresses me the most about him is his shot selection. He doesn't take very many bad shots where you're like, maybe you should have put that one up. He's really good about that, and I think that's one of those things that if he goes to the combine, and I don't think he'll need to, but maybe he wants to. He's a competitor like that. If he goes to the combine, I think he will. I think it will show people that he's certainly worthy of being, a guy that's at least considered.
He does. I mean, I did notice tonight he does play both ends of the court.
Sure, he does.
He will play some D.
Yeah, he absolutely will. And and again, and you bring that up on the defensive end. We're concentrating on the offensive end. He gets matched up on a guy like an SGA. You're talking about a 4-inch height difference. That sort of stuff is going to play in depending on how which team he goes to, and which team. Now my favorite team, the New York Knicks, has a 6'1" point guard. He's pretty dang good, Jalen Brunson. Is he Brunson-like? Yeah, in a lot of ways. Jalen's a defensive liability for the Knicks, and they have to cover for him, but he's in that mold where he can get his shot, and that's what you're looking for in the NBA. But that's a topic for another 45 days from now when they start the NBA Combine. Final score tonight, 99-84 Arkansas with the victory. They moved to 21-7 on the year. They are 11-4 in the league and getting ready to head down to Florida to take on the defending champions, the Florida Gators. For Bill and everybody here at ESPN Arkansas, we will talk about all of this tomorrow. I'm going to bed. Y'all have a good night. Arkansas winner tonight.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razor.